guys, it's Stock Curry, and it looks like the Santa rally is back on. I'm gonna let you know why the markets ran up today, but it's not all sugar canes and lollipops. There are some things that you need to watch out for in the weeks ahead that could cause the market to go back down. So let's get into it! Okay, the markets were up massively today, with the Dow up 1%, the S&P up 2%, and the Nasdaq up 3%. The Nasdaq is now up 5% over yesterday's lows. I mean, that is unreal. Now, it's really shocking also, because we have a lot of uncertainty in the weeks ahead, a lot of things that could bring the markets down. So why in the world would the stock market run up this much, this fast, in the face of so much uncertainty in the weeks ahead? So let's talk about those reasons why. Now, first of all, it's twofold. When you see the markets run up like this with really no news, you have to ask yourself why. What happens? And if you take a look at the stock market and you take a look at the news, you're not going to find the answer. You actually have to go over to the bond markets to figure out why this happened today. Now, I'm going to let you know that the bond markets are much larger than the stock market. And a lot of times when you see the stock market running up, it's because money has been pulled out of the bond markets and put into the stock market. At the same time, a lot of the time when you see stocks falling, it's because money is being pulled out of stocks and put into the bond markets. And so you really have to look at the bond markets to understand what's happening in the stock market when you see things like today that just don't make sense. And if we go over and we look at the bond markets, we can find that there has been a lot of selling pressure in bonds over the past few weeks. And all of that money that's been coming out of bonds is sitting in cash. Well, people don't want to let it sit in cash because they're going to lose money to inflation, especially when inflation is running at 6%. So what do you do with it? Well, you got to put it into stocks. There's no other place for it to go. And so that's why we've been seeing this massive run up in the stock market on Monday and Tuesday. A lot of people expected Tuesday to have a green day, but nobody, and I mean nobody, expected us to go up as much as we did. I watch a lot of analysts, I read a lot of analysts, I watch a lot of YouTubers. Nobody predicted Tuesday's run up as high as it was. In fact, on the technical side, the run up was so high, we now have completely bullish technicals on the Dow, the S&P, and the Nasdaq. Everything is 100% bullish. It looks like this Santa rally is on. However, there are still some concerns in the markets ahead. And like I said, the reason the stocks ran up so much on Monday and Tuesday was because of the selling in the bond markets. It wasn't because everything is all great and everything's all resolved in the stock markets. Now, that said, there was one major thing that got resolved today. And if we look at the stock market and what happened today, you're going to see that right at the very end of the day, we see this big spike upward. And the reason for that is because right at the end of the day, the Democrats in Congress came up with a very clever way of solving the debt limit crisis and getting the approval of Republicans at the same time. So remember, Republicans did not want to vote for an increase in the debt limit. So Democrats came up with this really genius idea. They passed a law, and the law says that you allow the Democrats to one time only raise the debt limit without any Republican support. And that law got passed by Congress. It has now gone on to the Senate. It is expected to pass in the Senate with at least 10 Republicans voting in favor of it. And this is great because it allows the debt limit to get raised. It allows the Democrats to raise the debt limit on their own with no help whatsoever from Republicans. And it allows Republicans to stay true to their word that they would not increase the debt limit. So it's a really genius thing that Democrats in Congress did in order to get the debt limit raised and still get the approval of Republicans to raise the debt limit as well, without the Republicans actually have to be the ones to raise the debt limit. Really genius. I love it. I love the creativity of it. And that is pretty much going to resolve the debt limit crisis. So, debt limit crisis is resolved. Everything's done and fine with that. That's why we saw a big rise in stocks at the end of the day on Tuesday. And I do think we're going to see another rise on Wednesday. The pre-markets are already up. I'm sorry, the futures are already up. It really looks like we're going to see a rise again on Wednesday. Now, there are some things ahead that could cause the markets to still go back down. And those two things really is the inflation numbers coming out on Friday and then the Fed meeting next week on Wednesday. Those are the two things that could still cause the markets to go back down. But as we have seen time and time again in the stock market this year, every single time we get something that pushes the markets down, they immediately just get bought back up. And so even if we get bad inflation numbers on Friday, I'm pretty sure that Friday would be a big red day Tuesday, and then Monday and Tuesday would be green days. And even if the Fed comes out and they're going tapering a lot faster than expected, or they start raising interest rates faster than expected, I still think even though the markets might be red Wednesday and Thursday next week, they're still probably going to rebound on Friday and then rebound the week after. So it just looks like all of the fear and uncertainty is just getting ignored and washed under the rug, with the exception of maybe 1 or 2 days down. And so I think we are going to continue to get major volatility in the markets over the next 2 weeks. I don't think the volatility is going to go away. We've now had 8 days in a row with the stock market going up or down 1%. Normally, we only see that during a bear market or a correction. So we have this major volatility that normally only happens during a correction. And then we combine that with the fact that the technicals are now all bullish. We have a ton of money falling out of bonds and into the stock market, which is pushing the stock prices up. And so right now, despite the volatility, despite the uncertainty, it still looks like everything is green. So I would be cautious about just jumping in and loading up on a bunch of stocks that are beat down, because we do have a lot of things that could still push the stock market down over the next week and a half. But I do think the Santa rally is on. I do see us getting to new all-time highs by the end of this year. I've already seen a big rally in January, and I'm already seeing a big rally in February. I think we are going to have a rally for the next 3 months straight, through the middle of February. Now, the middle of February could change everything, and I'll talk more about that a little bit later, getting into next year. But for now, I do see a rally going in through the next 3 months, through the middle of February. Okay, that's what's going on in the stock markets. That's the news. Let's get into some of the crypto and stock picks, because I've got some big updates for you on cryptocurrencies. For those of you guys who are new to this channel, my name is Stock Curry. I used to work as an analyst for some large investment banks, and now I analyze stock picks on YouTube. Every day, I spend hours and hours and hours watching YouTube videos, and then I consolidate all the stock picks from the top YouTubers, and I put them together into a single video. I give you both the cliff notes on their stock picks, as well as my analysis on their stock picks. Now, if anything I talk about today piques your interest, make sure you listen to who I say talked about that stock, and then go watch their videos to get the full details on what they said. Now, all I ask for putting all of this together for you guys is that you hit that like button, subscribe, and follow the page. And if you're on YouTube, click the bell icon next to the subscribed button. That way you'll get notified when I release my next video. In fact, I'll give you 5 seconds to do that right now. Alright, before we get into our stock and crypto picks, I want to remind you that I am not a financial advisor. Nothing I talk about today is a recommendation to buy, sell, or hold. These are just my opinions, which may or may not be accurate. Please do your own research before investing in any asset. If you're wondering what you're looking at right now, this is the Webull desktop app. Webull is the app that I use for my trading, and it is also the app that I use in all of my videos. If you'd like to get 2 free stocks worth up to $2,300, you can sign up for Webull using my link in the description below. When you sign up for Webull using my link in the description below and deposit just $1, Webull will send you 2 free stocks worth up to $2,300. Alright, let's get into today's stock and crypto picks. And first up is XRP. This is Ripple. ZipTrader gave his reasons to buy XRP on Tuesday. He likes how fast XRP transactions are and the fact that they are trying to replace SWIFT, which is a global wire transfer system used by banks across the world. SWIFT transactions can take days to settle, while XRP transactions settle in just 3 to 5 seconds. Over 300 financial institutions have partnerships with Ripple. But there are some issues to be concerned about. XRP has been hit with multiple lawsuits, and even the SEC sued Ripple, claiming that they are acting as a security and are in violation of U.S. security laws. As a result, most brokers in the United States have banned XRP from their platforms, or at least they are blocking U.S. residents from buying the crypto. Now, XRP will most likely get listed again, assuming the court cases are won. Ripple thinks that will happen sometime next year. Once it does, it should open XRP up for massive adoption worldwide. There's also the risk that Ripple will release the remaining XRP tokens held in reserve to the open market, which could devalue XRP by more than 50%. But that concern is lessened by the fact that Ripple put their reserve coins into escrow, and those coins are only released at the rate of $1 billion per month, which limits the likelihood of a major one-time dump on the market. So in summary, the technology is great and could revolutionize the banking system, but there are real concerns that are keeping the price down. Buying XRP in the US is very difficult, but once XRP wins their lawsuit against the SEC and is listed in the United States again, the price of the coin should take off. And next up is SHIB. This is Shiba Inu. Keen and Grace let us know that Shiba Inu is now listed as a payment method on Travala.com. Travala is a travel website like Expedia and Travelocity. So the use case for SHIB continues to increase. Technically, SHIB continues to fall, but it is holding the 100-day EMA for now. SHIB is consolidating and it'll break out soon. I don't know if SHIB will break out to the upside or the downside, but I do expect a breakout later this week or this weekend. And now on to our stock picks, and first up is MET. This is MetLife. StockMo bought MET on Tuesday. He said he thinks MET will do well during a period of high inflation, and he wanted to diversify beyond banking stocks. MET is also a value stock because the forward PE ratio is only 7.14. So MET could theoretically double in price if their earnings rise due to inflation. This is also a dividend stock with a dividend yield of 3.17. So being both a dividend stock and a value stock, this is a great stock for a long-term hold. Next up is NIO. This is NIO, and they're a Chinese EV manufacturer. StockMo said he no longer sees NIO getting to $60 by the end of this year. He now sees NIO rising 10 to 20% by the end of this year. Now looking forward to 2022, the top-ranked analysts still see NIO getting to $72.33 by the end of next year. That represents a 118% upside potential from Tuesday's closing price. And technically, while NIO is showing some signs of bottoming out, we do not yet have any confirmation of a rebound. Next up is TSLA. This is Tesla, and they're an American EV manufacturer. Tom Nash reviewed an interview Elon Musk did and explained that the meme that states something is going to happen on December 9th is false. Nothing is going to happen. Further, there will not be a stock split on Tesla at this time. In regards to the bill that allows tax credits only on EVs manufactured by unions, which would exclude Tesla vehicles, Elon Musk explained that Tesla stopped getting the tax credit 2 years ago, and their sales have continued to rise even without the tax credit. So being left out of this next bill won't affect them. They will continue to dominate the EV market in the United States. So basically, Elon Musk is saying that TSLA is going to be a beast long term. Now in the short term, the chart is neutral right now. The candles are between the 21-day and 50-day EMAs, the RSI is neutral, and the MACD is somewhat bearish but looks like it might want to rebound. If TSLA can close above the 10-day EMA on Wednesday, then I'll count that as confirmation of a rebound with expectations for TSLA to continue rising higher in the short term. Alright, I hope you enjoyed this video and got a lot out of it. Comment down below what your favorite stock and crypto picks are. And if you're looking for some help day trading, I do recommend a Discord group called Lucrum Investing. They have 60 analysts just like myself who are over there 24 hours a day helping you out with stocks, options, and crypto. They are very successful. They are seeing incredible gains every single week, sometimes as much as 40, 50, 100% in a day. And I do have a 7-day free trial for Lucrum Investing. If you want to go check it out, you can use my link in the description below and go get the 7-day free trial. If you like it, you can stick around. If you don't like it, no hard feelings. Also, if you're looking for a broker to trade with, you can sign up for Webull using my link in the description below. When you sign up for Webull using my link in the description below and you deposit just $1, Webull's going to send you 2 free stocks worth up to $2,300. Now, if you're not a U.S. resident or if you're looking to trade OTC penny stocks, or if you just don't like payment for order flow, then I recommend Interactive Brokers. Interactive Brokers is a great trading platform. They have highly discounted trading throughout the world. Trades start at just $1 US, $1 Canadian dollar, 4 euros, or 6 Australian dollars, depending upon where you live. And both Webull and Interactive Brokers both offer the full pre-market and after hours trading from 4 a.m. until 8 p.m. Eastern Time. Now, I do want to remind you that I have material connections with both of those, so whenever you sign up for either one, not only are you getting a great broker to trade with, you're also helping me to continue to produce these videos for you. Now, finally, I want to remind you to hit that like button, subscribe, and follow the page if you haven't already. I hope you have a lot of success trading, and I will see you tomorrow.